just man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. I'm going to break this down in a minute. But wicked means, it comes from the word wicker, which means to twist. The twisted definition of twisted comes from a word meaning weak, which means not strong enough to resist being twisted. I'm going to break that down in a minute. It says, for a just man falleth 7 times. Look at your neighbor and say, just because you fall doesn't make you unrighteous. Sometimes we condemn ourselves because we're not as strong as we wanted to be. Did not stay on task like we wanted to be. Sometimes you can be your worst critic. And you can beat yourself up. And the reality is, it says a just man. That means a man who is righteous. A man trying to do the right thing. A man or a woman that's doing what she has to do to survive in life, even despite her efforts, can still fall. And that falling means different ways and different things for different people. But the reality is, just because you've fallen, just because you've been in struggle, doesn't make you unrighteous. And here it is. It says, you may fall 7 times, but you rise up again. The reality is that you have the power to get back up. I love the story of the fiery phoenix and the bird that's burned but rises from the ashes. And the reality is, sometimes the pain we go through in life is to burn up things that we no longer need to have. So that when you take flight, this next phase of your life, you have no dead weight to deal with. Sometimes fire comes. It talks about, the Bible talks a lot about how God puts us in the fire, molds and makes us in the fire. We know gold is made in the fire and refined is because your perfections, your imperfections are the things that God chose you for. But God uses fire to bring about a brand new you. Every year when we cross over into a new year, you should be in a maturing process, in an elevating process, in a graduating process. You should be, think about when graduation takes place, you are being lined up, waiting for your name to be called. In life, the reason why you must continue to believe for whatever goals or whatever things you're trying to reach in life, look at your name and say, your name gonna get called. Some of you are looking for a new career. Some of you are looking for new ways of income, looking for your business to jump off the ground, looking for family changes. You're looking for things that you're trying to do in life. Look at your name gonna get called.
Your name gonna get called.
But it can't get called if you leave the line. It can't get called if you leave and step out of the process. The reason why graduation is so important because you can't get there overnight. And just like life, when you graduate, let me tell you something. The career that you seek is coming upon you.
Amen.
Right? The only way that people cross finish lines in a race is because when they were at the starting line, they had the audacity to believe they could make it. Amen. You have to have the end in mind in the beginning. The Bible says he's the author and the finisher. That means he just needs you to handle the middle. And in the middle, you got to trust you're going to get there. You got to believe your name is going to get called. Whatever it is in life that you're seeking. Sometimes it can be, God, I need my peace, the peace I just talked about. Your name going to get called. And one day you'll wake up and see the sun and peace descend upon you. Even though everything ain't changed in life, but peace now resides with you. What did Jesus say when the winds and waves? He said, peace be still. That means you got to stop letting peace pass you by. You need to call it to you. This is why we got to stop complaining. There's a difference between venting and complaining. Venting is expressing the truth about pain. Complaining is about extending the process of pain in your life. And you don't need to do that. But you see this here? It says a just man falls 7 times, but it gets back up. But the wicked shall fall in the mischief. Wicked, the reason I broke it down that it comes from the word wicked and twisted. This is what I'm trying to show you. When you go through something hard in life, trying to get over it, wicker means that it's twisted. What happens is pain has a way of twisting your standards, twisting your character, and make you become somebody you know you're not. Are y'all hearing me today? Pain has a way of justifying stuff that you've allowed into your life that you know you don't need to have there. But when you start getting twisted, you start justifying what you're doing when you know it ain't good for you in the long run. Are y'all hearing me today? And you start making sense of it. See, evil is somebody born wrong from the jump. Wicked means you started out in a good place, but you got twisted. Some of us have had relationships twist us up. Some of us have had negative and false friends twist us up. Some of us have had family do us wrong and it twists you up. Sometimes you go through a loss and you get twisted up. Let me tell you, I'm talking to you from a real place. I've been twisted up. There were times when I said, Lord, road to Damascus, am I supposed to be doing this? And some of y'all don't even know. I don't blew somebody text me. Pastor Brand, that message today, that was a blessing. I'm like, you know what? I was like, man, I don't know if I can do it. And somebody be like, if it wasn't for you, I'm just being real with you. That don't allow the enemy to make you twist your standards or change course of where you know you're going. My next point, watch this. Do not allow your challenges to twist your character and values. Falling down doesn't make you a failure. It makes you human. Sleeping giant, get back up. I'm telling you right now, you've suffered and you feel like you've fallen in 2017, just get back up. You can get back up. Don't go into 2018 laying down or on your knees. Get back up. Get back up. There's life after this. Old school song you say, trouble don't last always. Which means that there's a moment after this. I'm telling you right now, some of you, as we enter into waiting for 2018, you're like those graduates who will be on graduation day. You got to get up in that line. Think about the process. You got to sit through a whole bunch of nonsense. It's always hard when you get down to the end. If you ever ran, it's that last curve, right? That last curve when you running, that last leg. I'm telling you something, you got to walk through, you got to sit through the ceremony, listen to everybody talk. Hope the main speaker's good. Then you got to get in the long line. And you notice, the moment when you cross stage is so quick. That's why some of us acting fool to drag it out. Because guess what? You're going to spend more time after the crossover than the crossing over itself. Think about it. In reality, when 2017 turns into 2018, it's separated by 60 seconds. And you got 365 days left. So you better be prepared. Let's go to the last. Watch this. The crossover, bring it on in. Numbers 20 and 12. And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron, because ye believe me not to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. Numbers 27 and 12. And the Lord said unto Moses, get thee up into this Mount Abram, and see the land which I have given unto the children of Israel. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation. And the Lord said unto Moses, take thee Joshua, the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay thy hand upon him. Moses, we know, led the people out of Israel. He was the leader. And God told Moses, when the people got thirsty and was complaining, he said, take up your rod, and I want you to speak to the rock, and I will make water come from the rock to give the people water, and everything will be good. But Moses was mad at the complaining of the people. And he got so mad with the folks that he was dealing with that he takes his rod, and instead of speaking to the rock, the Bible says he struck it twice. Boom, boom. And he's like, yo, you think we just supposed to be here to fetch water to y'all? He get all indignant. This is the only time you ever see Moses show out like this. And what happens is, When it says here, because ye believe me not to sanctify me in the eyes of Israel, you shall not bring them. What he says is Moses' punishment for allowing other people to change his attitude and instructions and God-given purpose. He was not going to be able to bring them to the promised land. He brought them out, and he was supposed to bring them to the promised land. But because of this, God banned them from entering in. He said, you'll be able to see it, but you'll never set foot in it. Why am I saying this? Do not get to the place of graduating, the place of transition and growing in life to become who God has ordained you to be, and you allow other people to make you so frustrated, to make you so upset, or you allow disappointment in your life to throw you off so much that God had let you see where you were supposed to go and you now can't enter. Are y'all hearing me today? There's a lot of people that miss their destiny because somebody threw them off. There's something you could not get over. And I'm telling you, don't sacrifice your future because your past is on your heels. And what happens is Moses is allowed to see it. But watch this. And the Lord said unto Moses, get thee up to this Mount Abram and see the land. He lets him see it. Lets him go all the way to the mountain to see where he's supposed to go. But he can't go. I'm telling you that this is what anger, pain, and bitterness will do to you. It'll make God give you a dream about what you can have in 2018, but you'll never walk in it. Because you can't get over what you need to get past. But look at what Moses does. In verse 16, to show you Moses' character, he says, let the Lord, the God of the spirits of flesh, set a man over the congregation. He says, God, don't let them be without a shepherd. At least, God, if it won't be me, let it be somebody. And that somebody ends up, he says, and the Lord said to Moses, take me Joshua, the son of Nun. And why is Joshua? Why is he important? Because he was one of the few that when they went into the promised land to see what they had to offer, he believed. And so what I'm saying to you is Joshua had been a soldier the whole time. What's amazing is he was just a loyal soldier, not knowing one day he'd be the leader. Do not despise the position you're in right now in life. Because you're being groomed. Do you not realize that your purpose can't even be detoured by wicked people? Sometimes we let supervisors, style professors, or just hateful and jealous individuals with resources and money make you believe they can cancel your destiny. It can't happen. Because your purpose is connected to a matrix that God has built, that no matter what they do, even their best efforts. Why does the Bible say, we know that all things work together for the good of those who love God? That means the more they fight against you, the more they guarantee your success. One of the best examples is the movie Hidden Figures. They trying to clown Taraji's character, right? The more the guy hating on her, all it did is they made her better. What I'm saying to you is when people keep you out, block you, say you can't do this, all it does is make you, by the time they call your name, you're so heads and shoulders above everybody that was there that they feel bad that they didn't already promote you. Look at what happens for either minorities or when women get shut down. They got to do something. We talk about winning coaches. The actual most winning coach in basketball history is a woman coach. Has won more games than any man or woman that's ever lived. What I'm saying is every time a group is marginalized, all you do is make them super excellent all the way bad and flawless, right? And what I'm saying to you is you got to look at 2017 in the pain and see that, they tried to beat you down on the ground, but you actually grew wings while they were trying to keep you from flying. And so for this, you need to be able to never let disappointment to keep you from destiny. My last point, watch this. Previous disappointments do not have the right to rob you of your purpose. We graduate to the next level not because we are perfect, but because our imperfections has given us purpose. The very things that we are ashamed of, the very things we hate to talk about or deal with, is usually the very thing that has the key to our greatness. The very thing that has the key to our greatness. This is a moment. Spend the last few days of 2017 wisely. Get all the venting out. But spend those last moments, those last days, just in a place of gratitude and a gratefulness. And allow the Lord to bring peace to your life. You know, I was talking about my good friend, William Harrison Carter. And the family was so gracious to allow me to do the funeral service for him. And was it a year ago today? A year ago today, he passed away. And it's amazing how, even in the midst of loss, he made me be so grateful for what I have. And I say to the family that he was such a blessing. Spend these last couple of days loving on each other, thinking about the good times, and remembering that you each carry a legacy. Oh yeah. Let me tell you, Rick, you know, we spent some time talking about you. He's the son. And I don't, you know, I can tell you, man, it was his conversation specifically about you that made me understand how I needed to be there for my son. And so I just want you to be encouraged in this time. Listen, y'all. Everybody stand to their feet.